day, everyone. My name is Putri Sofia Aminuddin, and I feel honored to be selected to participate in Taylor's Research Fair 2019 competition. So, for this competition, I'll be making a presentation titled Preparing a Legal Profession Fit for the Fourth Industrial Revolution: Insight and Reflections on the Legal Practice in Malaysia. With regards to my presentation, it's actually part of my research grant, which is being granted from Taylor's University late last year. So with regards to my presentation today, I'll be sharing some findings with regards to the data that have been collected relating to this topic. So let's start with the introduction itself. So why do I choose legal profession? Because it is an area which is close to my heart. As I know, legal profession is being disrupted by the fourth industrial revolution. The differences between fourth industrial revolution and also the previous industrial revolution is that the legal profession is being disrupted by the artificial intelligence, big data, Internet of Things, cloud technology, and many others. So what about the future of legal profession? Will there be any more legal profession? And how will it affect our current law students? So hence, the research that I'm doing is to prepare students for their future world of work, as well as to prepare lawyers to embrace the future, what might hold for them. So with regards to my research, it contains certain elements or certain goals provided by the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. So I've managed to relate two goals which are relatable to my research grant topic. So the first goal is goal number 9, which is to build resilient infrastructure, promote inclusive and sustainable industrial, and foster innovation. So when we speak of this, we're speaking about how artificial intelligence and all other AI platforms that are disrupting the legal profession altogether. So even though it promotes innovation, providing more access to justice for those who cannot afford legal representation, it also has a certain limitation with regards to it. It also relates to goal number 16 with regards to promote peaceful and inclusive societies for sustainable development, and also provide access to justice, and also build effective, accountable, inclusive institutions at all levels. So this is where the SDG talks specifically about rule of law to ensure everyone has equal access to justice. With regards to the topic, the problem statement relates back to the Legal Profession Act, because the certain provisions in the Act hinders somewhat innovation that can be promoted for the benefit of the legal profession. For example, Section 10 and also to Section 12 and also Section 35 and Section 37 of the Legal Profession Act 1976 limits whereby legal advice can only be provided by a qualified person, and unauthorized person would not be able to provide any legal services to the members of the public. However, with the rise of the entry of new competitors into legal service, it actually been introduced by all non-lawyers. So all of these are considered as unauthorized persons. So even if innovation provides good things to the members of the public, but if it infringes the Legal Profession Act, so the regulators would prevent this from happening. Examples that I've listed out here are some of the legal technology platforms that have been received good feedback from the lawyers and also have been allowed by the regulators to promote the use of legal technologies. But there are some legal technologies which provides more legal services to the member of publics, which have been prohibited by the regulators themselves. So for the research question relating to today's presentation is to assess what are the effects of digital disruption on legal profession in Malaysia. So hence, the research objective is to assess the effects of digital disruption on the legal profession in Malaysia itself. So when we speak of digital disruptions, we look at the impact of new technology. So how this impact on the legal profession and also the work of lawyers. So research has shown when we talk about digital disruption, it may or may not have the impact to the legal profession in the future. So maybe, but only towards a certain extent. So there have been a rising concern with regards to the role of legal professional in the future, whether or not they will be disrupted and will displaced by legal technology. So in US, the legal sector will employ less and less people in the future because of the variety of artificial intelligence platforms that have been provided to the members of the public. However, there are also certain countries or contrasting views which says that certain experience or certain job scope cannot be replaced by AI. So hence, there's nothing for lawyers to be worried about. But still, lawyers will need to exercise reasoned judgment to evaluate the accuracy of certain facts before coming to a conclusion. So this has raised some arguments whether or not AI will be able to assess facts and provide relevant advice based on a particular facts of the case. So when we look at the literature review, there are vast literature review with regards to how digital disruption is affecting the legal profession. Legal technology itself will result in 94.5% of paralegals and also legal assistants to be at high risk to lose their job as a result of automation. So automation has been seen to be a threat to the legal profession as it can make a very exclusive privileged profession to be less secure and less privileged. So the automation has been said will narrow the distance between lawyers and clients, result in diminishing or lowering lawyers' authority. So some have viewed this as a not so good thing, whereas certain people thought by in having automation, it will increase the productivity of lawyers in certain area aspect of law which requires more specialized advice. So as you can see here, legal tasks using social intelligence or creative intelligence will not form part of automations. Hence, the lawyer roles will still be needed in the future and will not completely be displaced by artificial intelligence. So it is pointed out that legal technology actually complements labor by raising output or results which will lead to higher demand of face-to-face services. So legal technology can actually increase more employment, allow lawyers to do more marketing and get engaged with more clients. So legal technology can also ease information processing as AI can do a lot of groundwork research. And also literature supports the hypothesis that legal technology will not replace the role of lawyers. In fact, it can have a profound effect on the future of the legal profession as it can eliminate, automate mundane and repetitive legal work. So it is actually a good thing. But not all lawyers have the same perception. So that's why this research have actually sent out surveys to lawyers in Kuala Lumpur over a period of 4 weeks using convenient sampling in order to get their perspective with regards to legal profession in Malaysia. So the research has surveyed 80 lawyers and has used pilot and ethical consideration, mixed approach of survey and a focus group style. So to further measure validity and appropriateness of research, a Krop-Beck alpha coefficient was used. The test revealed a figure of 0.720, which represents a good scale and valid test model. So when it comes to the analysis of the data that have been revealed by the survey, respondents were experienced in legal profession with the majority of the lawyers having over 5 years experience. Respondents felt that the objective of a digital strategy would improve customer experience, procedural efficiency, and actually innovation. So the majority of respondents, however, felt that their law firm lacked clear direction with regards to digital strategy, with respondents themselves feeling uncertain on their firm's preparation with regards to digital impact on the industry. However, this lack of company strategy was not mirrored by the respondent assessment of the industry. Majority considered digital technologies to have a moderate to significant impact on the legal profession. And respondents were also uncertain with some aspect with regards to their ability to develop necessary to face the disruptive legal environment. However, majority of respondents were not so worried about losing their job because of two main reasons. The first was because most of the respondents thought digital technologies will only impact administrative tasks, day-to-day tasks, mostly groundwork level with regards to research and some minor communication with clients. So hence, this relate because of their perception on the disruption of the legal profession that only impact the administrative tasks. So it reflects on the goal number 9, which we're able to promote more innovation as lawyers are not fear that their roles will be displaced. So regarding to the higher order activities of representing clients and making legal decision, there was more uncertainty, but with introduction of more innovation, perhaps this perception will change. The second was that many respondents felt that they had an appropriate skill set to compete in the disruptive market, especially when it comes into terms with their regards to their emotional intelligence, problem-solving skills, analytical skills, communication, and also advocacy skills. So although respondents were more uncertain about their research skills, but they definitely feel that they were much better than digital entities. So this relates back to goal number 16, whereby it promotes access to justice, whereby with having more emotional intelligence and lawyers being able to solve problems, it will open up more doors to members of the public to get in touch with lawyers in order to get a legal representation or legal advice. So with regards to conclusion of this presentation, overall, respondents feel that digital technologies should embrace in the legal profession to improve customer experience and also improve efficiency in the industry. So respondents feel prepared for digital disruption as a result of their skill sets and perception that digital technologies will only replace certain administrative tasks. It will not replace legal profession altogether. Respondents do feel, however, that employers perhaps need to better prepare with the digital challenges ahead, which shows that because they can't really see what the future holds from them, it is good for them to be prepared anyways. So it's good to have a further research that will engage a larger sample size of lawyers, whereby this research is actually currently in the process of getting more respondents, and also to input a client survey to allow comparison of perspective and also involve a qualitative component to better understand other stakeholder perspective. So that's all from me today. Thank you for your time and attention with regards to my video presentation.